beautiful, blessed family. I attempted to do a live with my data. My phone won't allow me to do that. I'm still working on getting a new one. So forgive me for the quality if it's poor, and yeah, and the volume. That's always been, for a while, it's been an issue. I just wanted to touch base on what I've been led to understand about what's happening spiritually right now. For a lot of us, those of you who follow the channel and have been following for a while, those who can relate to what I'm saying have gone through a lifetime of hardships, betrayal, maybe following, gaslighting, disrespect, you name it, right? And I used to, when I was growing up, I used to always question the Lord and ask the Lord, just generally speaking, like, why am I going through this? I'm a good person. I don't go out of my way to be in people's way. There's a lot of people that I know are malicious, vindictive, vengeful, and I'm not that way. And I used to always wonder why. Why am I going through this? Why am I always surrounded by people who are unkind? People who are always constantly jealous for no reason. People who seem to have a lot more than me, but even though they seem to have a lot more than me, seem to consistently want to hurt me. And what I want to say is this: if you are one of those ones who can relate to what I'm saying, that means you're chosen for this time. Remember, there's also the wise virgins and the foolish virgins. So remember, you could be chosen for this time and be asleep, right? So one of my prayers is that you will be awake and be qualified to follow through and do what God's called you to do in this hour. Because if you've been through a lifetime of what I've been through, you obviously have a calling on your life. There's a purpose for your life. And as much as people might say, why is your life this way? Why is your luck so poor? Why haven't you done this? Why haven't you done that? That's the world. But scripturally speaking, sometimes the Lord sets aside a person for a specific task, like Moses or Elijah or different people, right? So you've been chosen for a specific time. There's been a group of people who have been chosen for a specific time. There's a remnant. The Bible talks about a remnant of people who he prepares, who he puts through the fire, who he needs to be ready and purified for this time. I need you to think back to everything that you've been through, what you can remember that has been painful, that's felt unfair, that felt like you've lost something. And now think to now, the things that you're encountering that you're able to endure. And just remember the scripture that talks about all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord, those who are called for his purpose. Like everything that you've been through as a child, maybe the family that you grew up in weren't loving, maybe you have narcissistic parents, maybe you have narcissistic siblings, maybe your job justifiably fired you, maybe I don't know. I think the more that you've been through, the more it speaks to what you've been called for. I've been through a lot, and a lot of what I've been through includes things that are unbelievable. So people following me, and my technology being tapped into, family members turning on me, people who I loved, who I poured a lot of my love and my energy and my time into, don't see value in me. And a couple of things I wanted to say about that. And what I'm going to say about that is that the Lord is going to use you for this time. Okay? When he's prepared you physically, he's also going to arm you or give you what you need to fulfill the job that he's called you to do. One of the things he's called the remnant to do is to be a part of a group, a family. If you're not already married, I know I've been led to understand there's going to be a group of people who will be married. If you are already married and have gone through trials and your marriage has gone through some issues, the Lord is going to vindicate you and restore your marriage. Okay? That's what I've been led to understand. Now you can pray to the Lord and ask the Lord if this is true. Always go to the Lord. I'm sure other end times channels have said the same thing. Always go to the Lord and ask for verification. He will show you the truth, whether or not what I'm saying is true. Okay. I just felt I needed to share that with something. I felt that someone needed to hear this, because what I'm going through right now, I'm at the age right now, a lot of people have accomplished a lot by the time they're my age. And I feel as though my life has been put on hold. I had someone that I had known years ago come back into my life. I saw the person yesterday, and he made a couple statements that would have crushed me maybe 20 years ago, 30 years ago. But because of what the Lord put me through and the knowledge He's given me and the confidence I've been given by Him in who I am in Him, nothing He said fazed me. Now, like I said, 30 years ago, I would have been crushed. Now, I need you to reflect and thank the Lord. Thank the Lord about all that you've encountered and endured, you've had to go through. Because as painful as it was, there's no way you could be here right now and strong enough to be watching this message if it wasn't for your good. Okay, as much as it's painful, the world may make you think that, you know, you're a child of God. Why are you going through this? Again, remember Job. Remember Moses. There's so many different other prophets that have had to go through embarrassing, painful purification processes, right? David. And there's lots of different situations. You know, the whale, you know, Jonah and the whale. There's lots of different things that the Lord will put people through, that He's called to do a thing to redirect them, to purify them. So just thank the Lord. Remember, hit this in prayer. Thank Him. Pray for your enemies, because not only are they your enemies, but they were used by the enemy, but the Lord also allowed it and used it for the purpose that He has for you, if that makes sense. Okay, I love you guys so much. I felt that like I said, someone needed to hear that. I hope that you're all doing well. I hope the quality of this video is good. You can see me. I will be attempting to do a live this weekend. I thank you for those of you who are continuing to support me and support the channel. There's so much I want to share with you in relation to what I've been going through behind the scenes, and I'm not going to apologize again for the long periods of time where I don't show up. It's part of the warfare I'm going through, and hopefully this weekend I can give you an update as to what has been going on and what the Lord has led me to understand about what I'm going through. Okay, I love you all so very much. Remember, you're made marvelously. You're made for this time. You're a special, unique generation. Okay, so just know whatever you're going through, the Lord won't give you more than you can bear. I love you all. Until next time, be blessed.